We about to change this game, dear. Check my pockets, ain't nothing but game there. I remain without fear. Keep the lanes clear, and the cast is all about scratch. Remain here on top of this metropolis. My name's like a
podcast
drop
of the world, Oshin's View. Here with little brother Devin Epps, Willie Negro.
You.
Shout out to Morgan State University homecoming. That was about a week ago. It was a great time, great look. They showed the show a lot of love on campus. I heard a lot of people. They were like, when you're doing podcasts and you're doing any type of adventures, you start to think that only strangers are paying attention.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
And I found that to be not true. This business is hard because there's a billion of them out.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can second guess yourself and be like, should I be doing this? Am I wasting my time? Right. And being up on the Morgan State campus, it just gave me and myself, and I spoke to Will. It just reaffirmed that we're on the right track.
Right.
Because people weren't just saying, great show. They were like remembering shows. Shout out to my man Duop. His episode is doing real good. I reposted the AZ joint. That joint brought a lot of new followers and stuff. So we needless to say, we've been trending in the right direction.
Goddamn right.
We've hit over 500 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
That was a good look. And we just gonna try to keep banging them out. But so much your man Kanye, because my man Willie Negro is let me clear my Kanye shit up. Because Kanye, I like Kanye. I'm not as a crazy enthusiast like you two are. So that's why I definitely have to start with that. Yeah. For me, I was good off his first two albums. Like, I'm good. His first two albums, to me, I can rock with those.
Okay, so
anything after that, I'm not saying it's whack. I'm just saying I'm singles, a song here or there. But it's not
and late registration is...
I might be a little wrong because, so he's Drop Out was late registration.
And then the Graduation was the one he went up against 50. When they
and what was the number? What was the good song? What was the song for that?
That was I'm Good. That also had
a lot of them. Let's just not do that.
Right,
a lot of them.
Okay, no,
it's Graduation.
So fine. Yeah. I'll give you three. But after that,
it's more than three. It's definitely more than three.
That's all that 808 and Heartbreaks.
Heartbreak. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. That song he has, Kiss the Sky.
Yeah, or Touch the Sky.
Touch the Sky, Kiss the Sky with Lupe.
Yeah.
And I like Lupe because he can rap and stuff. And Kanye, he does what he does. But when I hear that song, I'm sorry, the Locks did a freestyle over that. So I don't even hear Kanye no more. But that's just me. I don't.
That's mixtape.
That's what the Locks do. That's what the Locks do. They make you forget.
I have relationships with mixtape.
They make you forget other niggas shit. Right. So
he got dope albums, y'all.
Yeah,
he got dope albums. I'm sorry.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
he does.
Well.
Might have the most.
Since y'all want, he says 3. Y'all, I'm not pushing past that. I'm pushing past that.
He got like
2.5.
at least he got 5.
Thank you. At least 5.
Definitely, he got 5. Yeah.
This is why y'all don't have an issue with White Lives Matter. This
false.
is why.
That's false. That is false.
Let me stop you there.
That's false.
I see what's going on.
Okay, so with the White Lives Matter thing, of course, he did it at Fashion Week. To be a head turner, to be everybody's on the tip of everybody's lips, to be who Kanye is. Ye was being Ye. He does this from time to time, and
time to time, he does it for all
the time. It's Ye being Ye. So when he chooses to be himself, this is what happens. It was a direct shot and attack on the Black Lives Matter movement, which is why this got so messy. I can't agree with his tactics. It might be the first time I've actually, switched sides on Ye. It feel like I'm betraying him right now. But it for what he was trying to do. I understood, but of course, in typical Kanye fashion, the execution was terrible.
See, I'm different. I don't ever. I like entertainers for what they do. You see what I'm saying? So I like Kanye's music, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I never looked at Kanye as like to get my politics or to get my philosophies or to get anything. I thought it was wild corny wearing the White Lives Matter shirt. I thought it was, I don't know, he got like 7 different explanations for it, but I thought it was coonish. I thought it was pandering to the right white.
It was like the new age Republicans wear Jordans too.
Right, it was corny. I do. But like I said, I don't really care about anything he does outside of music, or any of his opinions. What I do care about is when you do things with low integrity. See, then I start to pull back from you. You see what I'm saying? He can be a Republican. He can be whatever he want. He can think whatever he want. But my only problem with Kanye is how he came at Diddy and Boosie. That's my problem.
He's the master of marginalization. Like, that's what he does. He marginalizes a lot of things, and then he tries to cover it up with, well, this is who I am, and just that. He throws a rock, and he hides his hand a lot. He does that like a lot. Like at first when he did it, it was like, oh, maybe he's a double dutch. I used to call him a double dutch in that terms. But he does things a lot and then tries to scale it back. That's the whole thing. First of all, I never understand that with these celebrities. They tweet out, they do all these things, and then they erase them. I'm like, yo, either you stand by it or you don't. And then he wants to try to give an explanation afterwards. He's clearly wealthy. So it's not the money. But the thing is, I've always told you, he has ugly duckling syndrome. I'm sorry. He has ugly duck. So every time he does something, to me, it's under the guise of nobody's ever believed in me. That's what he's really saying. You never believed in me. I'm here to prove you wrong. So now that I have this platform, I'm going to say whatever I want to say. And he said like this, and you can help me out. He says and does things that he knows a certain defense won't come. For example, if I come on here talking certain things and I'm poking my chest out all crazy, somebody that's more successful in podcasting or anything celebrity-wise, they're going to attack me financially. They're going to attack me for the platform. I think we doing all right if you ask me. But there are clearly people out here have hundreds of thousands of followers, this, that, and the third, or whatever. So they're going to attack that. Kanye is like, I'm a billionaire. So your material is, in his mind, your material is very minimal. It's only certain people he even feels could say something against him to try to humble him or whatever. But I'm here to let Kanye know I'm one of the ones that could say something.
But I don't have. He's a sensationalist.
Right. Super sensationalist.
He's a sensationalist in that whatever he on at the moment is the greatest thing that has ever happened. You know what I mean? Whereas, it's just politics, bro. You know what I mean? It's just, yo, you ain't the only nigga that go to church, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But he is sensationalist. You ain't the only nigga with a beautiful woman. None of that shit. Like, but whatever he's on at the time is very sensational. That's why he say shit and retract it so much, because his shit is like, yo, this is the best thing ever. What I'm saying is absolute, and it's not. Nigga. Like, a lot of stuff that you say is not absolute. It's all ideal, and most of it is not practical. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's why I take everything he says with a grain of salt, except for how he came at Boosie and Diddy.
Explain how
that was corny.
How he came at Boosie.
I just feel like, Diddy spoke on the White Lives Matter thing, and he expressed his opinion, and then Diddy texted him and said, yo, I want to talk to you, and then he basically was like, fuck you, nigga. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But the corny part is, after the fuck you, nigga, is go ahead and do something illegal to me. Like, insinuating like, like, if you do that, like, I'm gonna get you locked up or something. Right. Like, you can't be tough in one sentence, and then in the very next sentence be go ahead get. It's the same shit to
It's very DJ Akademics. It's very
Charleston White.
It is. He did the same shit to the same shit to Boosie, because Boosie spoke on it on Drink Champs, I believe. Yeah. And then he said, don't speak about me, speak to me. And then he alluded to, yo, if you going to shoot me or whatever he said, like if you going, like, yo,
that's
ain't
one
nobody.
of his moves. That's one of his moves. Because remember when he went on his famous rant and he said, Jay-Z, don't send your goons after me. I know Jay-Z was looking like, Jay-Z was like, first off, I'll smack you.
Right. I'll do it. Yeah, right.
I'll do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a billionaire too.
Right.
Both of us are billionaires.
Right.
You may have more money. I will slap you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But Kanye, don't send your goons, don't send your killers after me. Why would you say that? Because first off, the crazy thing is, little things like that, we understand why the Black Lives Matter movement was even started, just like that. But I was listening to something on TMZ, and it was a white lady that was like, black on black crime is a thing, it does exist. You know what's crazy? Stick with me for a minute. A lot of white people believe, just because they believe black on black crime is relegated to just, if you're black and you kill somebody black, that's black on black crime. Like, that's actually not what it's fully meaning, because no affluent blacks are killing each other. That's the whole thing. That's what I was getting at. Jay-Z's wealthy, Kanye's wealthy, Diddy's wealthy. Yo,
Niggas
they're
be
not
having shit
shooting
to
you.
live
Nobody's
for.
shooting you.
Right.
We're not even sending nobody after you.
Right.
Now we're in the same type of circles and crowds. I can pop up at one of your events.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely can pop up at one of your events. And I'm famous enough that my security's not going to back me up. Your security, because they like, let them talk.
Exactly.
So you might get slapped.
Yeah, get slapped.
This is when you get pictures of 50 Cent all in Steve Stout's face, because it's like, yo, security is like, let these rich niggas go at it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Clear the room, guys.
We're only here to beat up people that are broke.
Right.
Nobody broke can hit 50 Cent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, that's the sensational shit that he's been on. You said you don't listen to him past his political. I don't think nothing he talks about is political. Like, I feel a lot of his stuff that he does.
The nigga did run for president.
Yeah, right. It's some political shit in there. It's political shit.
He ran for president.
He ran.
In
He
real
really
life,
ran for president.
He ran for president.
First off, under what party? Because I think y'all are capping, as the kids say.
Deadass. He was a Republican. He was running. He ran for president.
did.
So I saw his name.
Yo,
first off, I never.
He's sensationalist.
He didn't put the right paperwork in time.
He didn't put his paperwork in time, so he couldn't get on the ballot. But he was campaigning, and he was a write-in.
Yeah, billionaire didn't put the. So he pulled who was the football team that didn't sign?
Dumerville, ended up on the Ravens. Yeah, he ended up on the Ravens.
Oh, because
they didn't send the fax into Denver to re-sign, and it nullified his contract. And he ended up becoming a Raven.
Kanye didn't go, because he didn't.
Basically, he didn't send the paperwork.
That's like some shit that would happen.
Yeah, what else? Like, I was gonna be president in 2020. 2020.
So I might as well use that excuse. Like, a nigga was gonna run for president.
Yeah.
They might happen. Damn fax machine out of ink. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But this Charleston, your man Charleston White, and TIP,
Good old Charleston Chew, man.
Little Charleston Chew. The crazy thing is, he was beefing with T.I.'s son first. Who was
this nigga was beefing with everybody.
I would say this nigga is beefing with
So he only has a platform because the nigga has been to jail, and his whole thing is telling rappers that they not real. All of them. None of the rappers are real.
Nobody's real.
Nobody is real in this nigga's eyes. And he talked the craziest shit ever, nigga. Like he got an army behind him. He talked the most shit.
How big is this dude?
He's a tiny nigga.
He's not.
He's a tiny nigga, yo. He's a tiny nigga, and he talked the most shit. And why is he talking about to T.I.'s son? He was talking about Boosie's son too. This nigga's crazy, yo.
Well, I ain't saying Tip is not on that time. Boosie is clearly on that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the only time that exists for Boosie.
like
No watches. It's just Boosie time. It's always Boosie time. That's all.
Boosie is like, he's the baby before the baby.
Yeah,
like Boosie was already on that kind of time. But Boosie probably
This nigga
like
killed cancer in his body. Like, you think nigga beat cancer? You think he won't shoot you, nigga?
But so he's up here beefing with T.I.'s son. So I guess him and T.I. was going back and forth or whatever. But it's just okay. This is where I'm going with this one. So, social media, we've lived without social media.
Yes.
Now,
100%.
Greatest generation.
without this generation, I was talking to some students today. I said, y'all haven't lived in a society without social media. So I said, actually, us adults really know how to navigate it a lot better than y'all. Because I said, I get it. I said, I get it.
100%.
Y'all are TikToking your lives away. You're doing all the dances, and it's cool. If it stays like that, I wish it was that harmless.
Right.
But I said, the thing about it is, y'all get in y'all feelings, because I had to clear it up, because I was like, I didn't want to marginalize suicide. I didn't want to downplay it, because suicide has been going on forever, and it's sad at every turn, however it turns out. But when you come from a generation that's built on joking, snapping, joning, lunching, whatever slang you want to put next to it, and you seeing people killing themselves because of things that were typed. It's like, it's kind of weird to us. It feels weird because it's like, your skin has got to be thicker than this. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, and I say all this, it's in the vein of the Charleston shoe nigga. Because he's an older dude. Clearly.
Yes.
He fits the criteria of everything I just said about growing up without social media and stuff. But he has a crazy following because of the shit that he keeps saying, and it's like people keep tuning into it.
It's like those get off my lawn politics. Like, that's what it is. It's like, though, he is the hating ass uncle in everybody's family. You know, the nigga who just anti everything. Like, that's who.
And so they need money.
Yeah, that too. And he will shamelessly ask you for money. Nigga, you got it. Give me that money, nigga. You my cousin, nigga. You not gonna give me this money, nigga. Give me this money. Like, that's who Charleston White is. Like, he is like real shit, the scum of the earth. Like, that's when I think about like crazy. Scummy ass weasel niggas. Like, I see Charleston White.
But my problem with him is this, yo. My problem with him is he calls the police. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
You can't talk crazy. I hate niggas who talk tough and then say I'm not a tough guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How you gonna be like, yo,
DJ Akademics.
like, yo, fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't real. These niggas is fake. These niggas is soft. But I'm not a gang. I'm gonna call the cops if they run up on me. And how you talk about a nigga's son and then say, yeah, if you run up on me, I'm just that nigga going to jail.
If you ever get a chance, man, there's an interview with Charleston White and the OG triple OG Crips, and basically they went on to say that, like, man, if you got something bad to say about Nipsey, like, we gonna see about you, and it ain't gonna be nothing nice. And he got nervous as shit.
As he should. This nigga's a sucker.
I'm the one talking that down on Nipsey. Y'all talking about me. He said, I ain't say nothing to you directly, man. I said, but if you're going to continue to talk about Nipsey, we're going to see about you. And that's how he left it at. And Charleston White got up and he left that interview.
As he should have.
Yeah, right. Oh,
as that nigga should have.
Bad was going to happen to him. But it's things like that you can't even stand on your words. If you're so tough and you talk about, the things you're going to be. I honestly do find him quite hilarious, though. Like, I find Charleston White.
He's had a few takes that I was dying on.
You talking about shoot to people with the cameras?
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious. Yeah. That's a hilarious take. Like, it goes, if you don't know the Charleston White adage is, if a nigga knocks me out in the street, when I wake up, I'm going to shoot the niggas who are recording what happened to me, because they tend to do more damage than the nigga who actually knocked me out. That's just hilarious to me.
But that's my problem. He ain't shooting nobody. That nigga calling the police.
Every single time.
He calling the police every time. He's a sucker. He's ran from fucking Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Exactly. It's crazy, yo.
Soulja Boy's pretty well.
Soulja Boy had shot a nigga.
Yo, Soulja Boy will probably beat the shit out of Charleston. That's how little this nigga is, man.
Oh, you little?
He will beat the shit out of Charleston Chew. Like, this nigga, and it's crazy. It's wild because he talk, like, his whole message from the beginning is how fake these niggas is.
Right.
Like, all these niggas is so fake, and then he get up here talking all this shit, and then the second somebody say something to him, he like, look, man, I got the police. I'm
authorities. Authorities.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder. I'm trying to figure out where could he go. Because he talked real crazy about my man King Von. Like, he shouldn't be able to go to Chicago with that one.
I don't know how he move. I
How
do
he's
know.
moving around.
I do know that niggas been pressing him lately.
Yes.
Mad niggas been pressing him lately. So it's getting a little crazy for him out here.
It's getting tight.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy for him out here.
Yeah.
It is. So he gonna have to. I don't know. He gonna either have to chill out, or like you said, it's gonna be a few places that he can visit.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened with 6ix9ine. It's that energy that you continuously put out. Like it's eventually going to come back.
He's a victim. He's a I'm the victim type dude too.
Yeah. I mean, but you sealed your own fate. Like if you keep selling wolf tickets, eventually somebody gonna buy one of them motherfuckers. Like and you continue to sell it. You know that. I wish I would catch one of these punk motherfuckers out here. Like he talks like he is a 7 foot. 350-pound Deontay Wilder. That's how.
But these other niggas is kind of worse than him though, because that nigga really be trying to pull up. I think he want to die. I'm just going to be honest. I think he wants to die. He want to be a martyr. So I don't know why he does the things he does, man. Yeah. He'll just be somewhere and be like, look, I'm here.
Yeah, but he be going to obscure times.
Yeah, that was before. That was
right.
before. That was when he was popping. Now that he ain't popping, like he be wanting to die. Like he be real serious. Like he be outside.
Yo, I tell you something my grandmother used to tell me. Boy, if you're gonna be a wolf, you better not be Red Riding Hood.
What? No, run that shit back. Say it again, please.
I tried to be on my Shannon Sharp. Yo, the thing is,
So you want to skip?
Yo, I say like this.
Hit me with that again, please.
Yo, no, but he says stuff like that. Yo, I'm like, yo, this nigga's grandparents. He has the best grandparents in the world.
Grandfather told me.
I knew I was gonna catch y'all with that because you know,
it's not the same reveres his grandmother.
Exactly.
So it's obviously a jewel he's getting ready to drop.
Nigga crazy. You better not be Red Riding Hood.
Yo,
What the fuck is going on, yo?
That don't even make sense. Like, yo, nah.
Hey, yo.
I didn't ever catch y'all, but what do you call it? No, but your man, me and Will was talking about it prior to your man DJ Academics.
Oh God.
I'm gonna play this.
Another sucker.
Play this. No, straight face. I'm not even joking right now. I'm gonna keep it 100. I consciously never really mentioned him on this show. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's because $1 million worth of game, Nori and a few Joe Budden's podcast, because I know my man Ish and all that. I don't want it to make it feel like, and I can name a few more people that I know, like I can pick up the phone and call them. I don't want to make it feel like I'm trying to elevate Oshin's view on the backs of what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't let them do what they do. You know, it's just like, shout out and that's it.
Right.
He's a dude, he does stuff that I've actually probably would have been talked about. But I'm like, you know what? A little bit, it's lack of a better word, a little fear that, you know what, he using academics for clout chasing and stuff. And I'm who I am. You're who you are. You're who you are. And we've always been those dudes. And I just said it is what it is. It can be verified outside.
Right.
I'm like, yo, we don't need the clout chase you. But at the same time, he just keeps doing corny shit. And I can't keep turning my back.
The corniest.
Yo, every
Him
time.
and Russell Wilson are just like the corniest.
No.
Hey, yo, leave Russell alone.
I would leave Russell alone because I would hang with Russell.
Ooh, I know y'all see it. I will hang with Russell before I hang with him.
Yeah.
Of course. But corny is the same.
No, because Russell
it's a different
Russell is
corny. You're right, it's a
cool
different
corny.
corny.
He's idiosyncrasies come corny. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I can laugh with you how corny you are.
Yes,
Russ.
But Russ is true to himself.
Right.
Russ ain't out here acting crazy. Right. He's who he is. And things like that.
He is platinum corny.
He's platinum corny because he's what I said at the beginning. He'll talk. He'll never probably see this. Maybe he does see this. don't care. If he want to talk on this, he wouldn't come on here. I'll come on this show,
Yes, he
whatever,
would.
whatever.
Yes,
but
he
he
would.
would. No problem.
Come on.
My thing is this.
Tag him.
My thing is this. He'll get tagged. My thing is this. I don't know him personally, so I don't want to attack his character that way. I can only go off what I actually see. And every time I turn around, why is it your voice always goes to that crazy octave when it's a woman?
Yeah.
But when it's a dude, now it's, as Will says, oh, what you call it? You up here acting tough, but then you say this and the third. Because what was the dude, the rapper dude? Vince. It wasn't Vince Staples. It was
Vic Mensa. It was
Vic
Vic
Mensa.
Mensa, yeah. Vic Mensa.
Bitch, he
To
said,
his face.
who's the light skin one? He was like, yo, I wanted to smack the shit out you.
Yeah,
Vic
Vic
Mensa.
Mensa.
Oh,
Vic
my bad.
Mensa.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to butcher names. I
Chicago
thought
born
so.
Vic Mensa.
Yes. Yo, Duke said it real calm, too. He first off, he was on your show. First off, we ain't got to be the toughest guys in the world. Nobody's coming on Ocean's View saying, I wanted to smack you. Because the minute, hold on, let me look at the camera for this one. The minute somebody comes on Ocean's View and says, I wanted to smack you, I'm going to look at my brother Willie Negro and tell him, do not cut this camera off. This is going to be the greatest episode ever.
Viral.
And whoever it is, I hope they're ready because I'm swinging off top.
Right.
And that's that. So you better have whoever with you, because if you come in here calmly, I wanted to smack you. First off, you know what's funny with that? And this is not a bravado thing. I remember one time I was online, and I think I put a post saying, when you first met me, you know, how was I? We was talking basketball stuff.
Right.
I can say this guy's name, but I'm not. Y'all, I'll tell you when the cameras go off.
I think I know who it is already.
He says, everybody else was talking, you know, kind of saying around the same things. This dude says, I wanted to smack you. So I didn't reply. Hold up. I didn't reply to anybody but him.
All right. Hold up.
I was like this. I was like, word? So what stopped you?
Right.
Nah, you was cool. Wait a minute. Which one is it going to be?
Right.
No, you saved yourself from getting ass whooping, and I still was going to keep joking and going about my business like nothing happened. But back to academics. This nigga raises his voice with women. And I'm talking about
All the time.
this is the whole thing. We don't make a habit of it. We don't argue with women. We don't make a habit. Even when we have the ladies here, we don't argue with them. Our voices don't get out of control. Because I know the first thing you'll do on the first segment, yo, chill. You kind of, it sound like you really angry and this, that, and the third. Because a loud voice, which I have, is one thing. But then you can hear somebody's voice when they're really enraged.
Malice in that shit.
He's been enraged every time.
Yeah.
This dude said on one of his episodes, yo, first off, I thought that should have got him smacked. When he said, go home and raise your little nigglets.
Yep.
He's got a daughter. You got a daughter and a son. You got a son. You say, yo, tend to your niglet. Will, keep the camera rolling.
Yeah, man.
And
Like I'm
it's
talking
on
like
site right
that
there.
Tom and Jerry like cloud of dust.
Yes, cloud of dust is pulling you back into the dust.
Yeah, right.
Like, this dude be on that stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, it goes back to what Will and you was saying. Because now he's not Kanye. God forbid he gets Kanye's money. But he has some bread. He has things going on.
Some power.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah,
He's a millionaire. Right. He has some things going on. And the thing about it is this. That's where he gets his bravado from.
Yes.
Now, once again, $1 million worth of game. Gillian Wallow is Gillian Wallow.
Facts.
You see the difference. Put like this. With them, when they're doing their thing, and I'm pretty sure they're getting some money, they doing their thing financially, it's more you'll cheer for that. Right. Because
they
this
was
is who
Gillian
they
Wallow
are with the money
before
or
$1
without
million
the money.
worth of game.
We saw that. We
This
saw
is who
Wallow
they
went
are.
up to the camera. We
This
know
is who
Gillian
they
trying
are.
to rap. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Nori. This is who he is.
knows Nori. Right.
This
Nori.
is who
Nori
he
is
is.
Nori.
Nori is Nori. It's always been. Yep.
Don't have, well, when Ocean's View get offered that $30 million deal, then all of a sudden, welcome today. It's Ocean's View. No!
You turn into Ocean Samuels
We
over
still,
here, man.
out. We still gonna be the same cats Will gonna come in there super stylish. Dad gonna come in there super stylish. I'm gonna come in there Walmart down. And you know what I'm saying? Give a damn. Y'all see Walmart. You see, I rip y'all all the time.
I thought it was iceberg. Nah,
laugh all you want. Laugh all,
So it was iceberg.
that was funny. Laugh all you want until it's all fun and games, Willie Negro. Until next thing you know, when I'm texting y'all on Monday, Walmart just offered me a deal.
Damn right.
For
Damn right.
$20 million for me to be their spokesperson. Like, what about the other two? No, we want you. We don't want to.
I like Faded Glory. That was Faded Glory. Faded Glory. No, give me.
Yo,
Faded Glory.
let me tell you. Yo, if y'all see what this dude got on, he got the Air Bacons from like 92 and all that on. Will got the gold, you know what I'm saying? Air Max that he only paid $50 for. I don't care what nobody says. Every time, I'm tired of every time he comes to this show,
it's crazy.
it's $50 on his feet and it'd be the best shoes ever.
Hey,
Be the best shoes
He
ever.
says that, right? We got Nikes on. This nigga got on
ain't
fucking
bullshit.
fucking $600 Gucci sneakers on right now.
He
that you
definitely
can't
got
see.
on Gucci.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Definitely got on Gucci's with Walmart. Look at the contrast.
Exactly.
Look at the contrast.
Yeah, it's definitely all over the place.
right.
Hold up. I'm making it. It is iceberg. Change my mind. Change my mind. Since you want to say that one, the one after. Please. You just a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why. 50 Cent is back in the headlines again. But not so much because of 50. His son Marquise, who 50 did he hold on, first off, no, that wasn't his son that he had playing was Marquis T. Polk. I guess that was who played his son.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyways, played Marquise. So Marquise goes on, what was it? Was it Instagram?
Yeah, I think it was Instagram Live.
Live, yeah.
Instagram
He went live with it?
He was being interviewed by somebody. I can't remember. I can't recall who it was, but he was on Instagram.
He was on Instagram
Live.
Live.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Instagram
it was
Live.
live.
And he was talking about 50 only giving him $6,700 a month.
That's where I was confused, y'all.
Okay.
Is he?
Right.
Was that what he was giving him, or is that what he giving him
what
now?
he was giving him. That was
All right.
one of 50's
'Cause
issues.
that
This
nigga's
nigga's
25 years old.
He's 25.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what was happening, up to 18.
$6,700.
$6,700.
Well, that's not what was happening up till 18. That's not really what was happening.
Right.
He was getting 25,000.
A month?
Yes, that's what his mom was originally getting, and then she took him to court. I think she was trying to get more when he got that vitamin water deal or something, and the judge reduced that shit to 6,700. Which I don't know what kind of lawyers 50 got, but that nigga is a winner.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That nigga is a winner.
Might be
Okay,
King
so
Tut.
she basically dropped from $300,000 a year to $80,000 a year.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Quick
she
maths. Quick maths.
she's trying to count 50's money, and it went
backfired.
backwards.
Right.
It backfired
Right.
like ridiculously.
Yes.
Like that's not even a cool backfire. That's like you just put it this, you just threw away a Maybach. You know what I'm saying? And said, fine, I'll just take this nice
The
used
definition
S
of
class
hustling backwards.
or whatever.
Definition of hustling
You,
backwards.
that was a Honda, nigga. That
But the
wasn't-
crazy
that's
thing, yeah, pretty much. But the crazy thing is, you had $6,700 a month. You know how many women out here would be like, please, I'm good with that a month. But you know what I'm saying? With these deadbeat dads out here and stuff, and a lot of these women doing their thing or whatever. But first off, everybody can use an extra $6,700 a month.
Hey, listen, man, $6,700 a month, after taxes,
Yeah.
get taken out. $6,700 a month is like $115,000, $120,000 a year salary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so let's not act like everybody is getting $6,700 a month.
Exactly.
Niggas ain't getting that.
Right.
100%.
And just for existing, he was getting this. Like he had to work for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, but the crazy thing is though, I'll just be wanting to know like what's when these celebrities and these things happen and they play out these scenarios in their lives in front of social media. My thing is, what's your end game? Like what do you want accomplished after this is said and done? See, because when he said, "Oh, I'll give you 6,700 to spend time with me," dog, you're 25 now. You see what I'm saying, like that. So whatever was going to happen prior to that should have probably already happened. Right. You know who your father was. You know what he was doing. You actually, I'm not going to blame you because I'm pretty sure 50 has a lot to do with just the relationship too. And 50 has to take the brunt of the relationship because you're the father or whatever. You would like to think, well, you should reach out to me, this, that, and the third. It's not as 50-50 as the relationship go. Like you as a father, you have to reach out. I'm not going to lie. That was my thoughts before I had a kid. Right. Before I had a kid, it was like, shit, nigga, you better reach out. You better call me or whatever. I can't see Jace getting older and then not calling me. I'm going to call until it's clear you don't want to speak to me or something like that or whatever. So, and then even then, it's like you still kind of always, keep them in mind and stuff.
But 50 kind of side of the story is like he was in his son's life. Like when Marquise was young, 50 was out here trying to get it. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's when he was in the thick of when he was a baby. 50 was in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Right. Mm-hmm. But when he popped off, hey yo, to get anything, he gotta go work. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And what 50's side of the story is he was in his life and he was doing stuff for him and he was taking care of his mom and he did come around, but mom's kind of drove a wedge because she one was bitter because they was together and then they wasn't when he popped off. You see what I'm saying? And she felt entitled to obviously half of what he had. Right, you know what I mean? Right. She felt entitled to that. So
chicks got in her ear.
Well, chicks got in her. She got in her own ear. Like, yo, because she's wilding. Like, yo, in 50 point of view is, look, I take care of you, and I'm trying to come around everything, but I can't be at stuff if your mom is not giving me information when this stuff is. I can't be there when, and then my thing is this. Well, not my thing, because I wouldn't do what 50 did, because I'm a father too. But 50 is a different type of nigga. You see what I'm saying? You can't be bashing 50 on the internet for years, and then he just be like, well, that's my son, and this is 50 Cent we talking about. Yeah, and ain't nobody gets to say something about 50 without him saying something back. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you can't be flicking it up in the club with the nigga's son that tried to kill me. And then we cool. Yeah.
He took a picture with Supreme's son? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Supreme's son?
Yes. I don't know, nigga, but he took it was Supreme's son. Right, it was Supreme's son. Okay. But you can't do that and then we just cool. Like, nah, you bugging. Like, you a man now. Like, you moving like the op.
And on top of that, what's so crazy with that now, John, tell me that, even if you act like you didn't know what was going on, they knew exactly what was going on.
Right.
And you allowed them to use you for that. You know what that sound like? That sound exactly like the Faith and Biggie joint. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Faith slept with Pac or not. It's easy to say that she did because Pac was Pac and this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. And Faith had no qualms about talking about her being promiscuous, coming up and stuff. Right. But I personally, I ain't gonna lie, not just because I'm a big guy, I didn't think he actually hit it. But Pac was smart. He understood what the narrative was going to play.
Optics was.
It was the optics was going to say one thing, and I'm who I am. Right. People were. It's one of those. Why would chicks not want to sleep with me? So if I say she slept with me, she slept with me.
So the problem in the 50 thing is not even a 50 Cent thing. Let's take it off 50. Is to me when chicks be bitter and they pit the son or daughter, the child against the father. You see what I'm saying? So because she was there, so she got years of filling this kid's head with your father ain't shit.
Look at him.
Look at him. This what he doing.
He ain't around.
He got the Bentley, the Maybach, and all this. Look, we driving this raggedy ass, old ass Range Rover.
Right.
Like I just found it crazy that he he did the $6,700 in some Balenciaga slides and stuff. Like, yo, where your money coming from?
Right.
Like, this is still his money. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and that's what 50 said. Like, yo, when your mom is telling you I ain't doing shit and I ain't around, I ain't doing shit, but what she not telling you is the car you driving in, I paid for. Them Jordans you got on, I paid for. Yo, let 50 tell it. His mom ain't work. Ever.
And how about this? She probably didn't have to work if you just shut the fuck up, as you say, and just look here, we not together. You know, you don't hear these stories from Diddy. You don't hear them stories from his God bless the dead, Kim Porter. She never complained about Diddy not one time. Right. I don't care how many kids she's got from him. She got the twins and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. Diddy was like, yo, you not hearing that. And this is not at 50 Cent and Debbie. It's one of those, yo, look here. When you dealing with powerful men and you got kids with them, I'm sorry. I don't like when people, let's just be honest. I hate when people try to be like, yo, they regular just like us. They ain't regular. They ain't regular. I'm sorry. We're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Certain niggas ain't regular.
No, they just, no, this is simple. And I hate to minimize it this way, but it is what it is. Regular people don't make millions of dollars monthly. It just, like, let's stop with this, because I think people say that because they try to make it look like, you know, I'm still doing this. No, I get it. I applaud everybody that's going up, waking up in the morning time. You doing your job. You doing extra hours. Make sure your family got great Christmases, birthdays. All applause.
Yeah. Right.
But that's the regular guy thing. We working, this, that, and the third. Yo, we not making, trust me, when the time come where this is what we do, we ain't regular.
Oh yeah, when I'm not regular, you gonna know.
Yeah, you gonna know. You gonna know. You gonna know. You gonna know.
We need to turn the brightness down on these cameras and this.
No, it's gonna. Please,
you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm still gonna eat my chicken breast and cheese, but it's gonna be cheeses you've never heard of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo. So I'm just looking like, yo. Let's just stop saying that. My thing is, when you have a gravy train and things is going, yo. Nothing that should, I'm not gonna say as a woman, because that's gonna sound bad. But if you're the ex-girlfriend, the ex-wife, or whatever the ex thing is, and you're still being taken care of, unless you out here having your own business that's flourishing, it ain't nothing you're gonna be doing working wise that's gonna be more than what these doing. Because I don't believe, and it's not about defending 50, but I'm looking like, yo, that 25 he was kicking out a month was no problem. That would have still been going on. Yep. He's like, yo, I don't need you working because I need you to raise my son.
So
you see what I'm saying?
Whenever Marquise posted the $6,700 with the money or whatever, and said he wanted some time, I was wondering, see, because I'm a regular nigga. I was wondering, I wonder if he just DM'd him.
Right.
Like, you could just DM your father and say, hey, can we talk?
No, I don't think he no DM. No, he can get in contact.
Hey, man, no.
He can't get in contact with 50?
No. Not after you, listen.
I'm saying
not after you.
Prior to.
Well, prior to that, not after you flicking it up in the picture with the ops.
You can't talk to me.
No.
You got to do 3.
No, yo.
Oh, shit.
You take a picture of a nigga that tried to kill me? Oh, hell no.
But I do think that through family, through something, he can get in contact with his father. I think that. I do believe. I believe that. I believe that. And but that's what made me think about that. Like, this is trolling. Like, this is crazy. Like, you can DM, you could get him a message through somebody. Like, if you really want to talk to your father, you can talk to him. And if you watch the interviews, previous interviews, he said, look, this is where we at. 50 said this is where we at right now. If you know, in the future, we may not be there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I don't know. Maybe what's her name? Van Zant? Ayana?
Van Zant?
I don't see 50 going around show doing that.
Hell no. He ain't going there, yo.
Especially after he saw the DMX episode.
Right. You can't go on that.
So the DMX episode. DMX was, God bless his dad, DMX was actually who he was. And he was
through and through.
Yo, he was talking all crazy. He was like, yo, why you always in my fucking face? I was like, well, that's I know. He ain't give a damn about them cameras. Didn't mean a damn thing to DMX.
Yo, that
nigga told his own son, because he was like, we just need you to stop doing drugs. He was like, well, see me in my funeral.
Yeah.
Yo, I said, this nigga X is crazy. I said, yo.
Yeah, my funeral
Said, oh, well.
crazy.
He said, see me at my funeral. I said, oh.
Hey, yo,
this
this nigga X might be the most authentic nigga I've ever seen in my life, yo.
I gotta say, X is probably one of the more authentic. First off, the reason why I'm giving him outside of, it's a lot of reasons why I give him the authenticity stamp. Yo, you ain't see X with no chains on.
It's a dog collar.
First off, X had one of the best runs a rapper could have. Like, if you just had an X run, your shit was crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit, that means you was crazy.
3 number ones consecutively?
He had, it wasn't just that. This nigga had movies too.
Facts.
Right.
Like, this nigga X, this is why it was sad that the demons took him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying like that, I don't want to get into that, but he couldn't get past his own personal demons with the drugs and stuff. Because he was so far high up, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't like to say, well, if he didn't do this, no. He would have had I think he would have had a bigger career with that transition than LL. Because LL has a great, LL is one of the goats.
That's LL, yeah.
It's LL. But his transition to TV and movies and stuff, same with Ice Cube and all of them.
Yeah.
But none of them really, besides, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I ain't going to lie. LL and Ice Cube did have record-wise the same amount of run as X.
Yeah.
See, you just have to be old enough to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because I almost slipped up. It was like they didn't have no music. Like they actually, I'm sitting there quick looking at the albums. I'm like, yeah, they definitely had music-wise.
Fuck all that, man.
Same.
I was waiting for X voice to change. I couldn't believe this nigga really talked like that.
Yeah, it never changed.
This nigga voice never changed.
Who he is,
like, this nigga really barks. Yep. This nigga really talks like that. This nigga is different, yo.
He believed
this
that
nigga
shit
was
too.
different.
He believed the shit he was talking to because he was living it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When that joint he was talking about, he robbed people, he been beat up, jumped, you know what I'm saying, shot at and stuff and everything. So his authenticity, this is why I did like a thing that X did when he kind of not squashed it with Drake, but he kind of was like, all right, because when Drake was like, yo, I guess they met. And Drake was like, yo, me and 40, you raised us. Like, this is what we did. Right. And I know that took X out. Right. Because it's like, and he admitted it. He was like, yo, I was talking crazy to them. And these niggas was like, yo, we love you. Right. And he's like, I can't do that. He's like, damn, I'm up here trying to say this. So now, part of me was like, Drake is a good disarmer. You know what I'm saying? That was first.
Excellent.
He knows excellent. But I'm looking like, I believe to some extent he believed he was truthful in it.
You gotta initially when it's a guy of that stature, you gotta come with respect first, I believe. Like, so he played that right. So if he then offered that and then X still was on some fuck you shit,
then it's like,
then
you
go
on X. Now you look at X like, damn, he told you this and you still went this way. But he didn't recant, but he was like, you know what? I was wrong for attacking him like that. So that was dope. I know it's a few weeks old, but chicks keep talking about that shit. This whole Emmy Udoka thing. I don't want to dig deep into.
You got away from it.
I don't want to dig deep into their situation. What I want to talk about is how chicks was like, how can you cheat on Nia Long? One word, easy. 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 You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. How do you cheat on Nia Long? Easy. Because, it's not about beautiful women being a dime a dozen. But when you're of a certain stature, who you think you're stepping to? This is why I always like to go here, because women like to shoot guys down for our fantasies of the kind of women that we want. They're quick to be like, they always be like, why would she mess with you? And I'm looking like, why is them niggas messing with you? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because the whole thing is, I always tell women when they say it like that, I say, yo, I got a better chance on messing with her than you got to messing with some of these dudes that what Kevin says about the high quality dudes, stuff like that. Because they was like, so one chick was like, so how you figure that? I was like, yo, if I hit this, when I hit this 440 million, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I'm in a different bracket of kind of chicks and stuff like that. Anybody like that. That's for any dude. But the man Hitch, when he was like, yo, when the guy was like, he was like, Allegra Cole, nigga said our last boyfriend like owned Sweden. You know what I'm saying? And all you think of is just some rich white dude. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. It's the same as for any one of us. But in terms of women, just the physical look, some of y'all quote unquote bad bitches aren't as bad as you think you are. You see what I'm saying? Because these dudes is running into these kind of chicks all the time.
Yeah, say, you know, Baltimore 10 is an LA 7.
First off, and I hope you can walk the streets after that.
No, I can walk
the crazy thing is, you know what I said when somebody asked me about the Nia Long thing? I said, we should have knew that was coming when David Justice was curving Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? At her height. That nigga treated Halle Berry like she was the Baltimore 7 or whatever. You
But
see what I'm saying?
some niggas just, what if some niggas just like low hanging fruit though? What if some niggas just like, hey man, because I ain't gonna sit up here and say that the chicks that he was messing with look better than Nia Long.
Right.
Hey man, they might have had a move. They might have did something different. He just, hey man, some niggas just cheat. I don't know.
You know what chicks sleep on? They're wide awake for how you look. They're here for what kind of job you got. They're here for the Birkin bags and all this other stuff.
Okay.
They ain't here for the good joke that the other chick is giving.
No.
They ain't here for the chick laughing at his jokes. They ain't there for the good conversation. They not there for that.
Right.
Because those are the things that it gets swept under the rug and not realizing this is what niggas be looking at. Because like this, you know how women quick to be like, it's the little things. Guess what, ladies? We got a list of little things.
We got a little thing.
We got a list of little
But the
things.
new chick got an advantage, yo, because she ain't never heard them jokes before. Like your shit is funny as hell to her. You know what I mean? To old girl, that shit is like, yo, yeah, you ran that one in the old, yo.
But you know what's all crazy? When they be like, this phrase has always been thrown around. You ain't all that. You ain't all that to be for me to be getting cheated on or this, that, and the third.
What?
I've been looking for who is all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know who the fuck is all that in the bag of chips that people talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing be this. It's like, anybody can be cheated on. Mm-hmm. It doesn't, and it's not always, the thing about getting cheated on is not about the other person and what they might have or this. Because I think people get caught up with the subtraction of things. So that means if you're cheating on me, there's a subtraction on something in me.
Right.
First off, I don't really subscribe to that one completely. That's some of the thought. But sometimes, what if you're just an inconsiderate motherfucker? And I'm talking to men and women. Yeah. You're just inconsiderate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, as Will say, low hanging fruit. It was conveniency. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was familiarity. It could be a whole laundry list of different things.
I ain't gonna be wrong with you. Maybe I'm just an asshole.
That's it. Yeah. I told you know, we always talk about the scenario. I'm like, yo, a dude with a chick late at night, you naked in the bed, and you look decent. He ain't the first thing he's thinking. So you mean to tell me I don't have to give you no money, don't take you no place to have sex? Shit. This is unbelievable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But for real, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I didn't think I'd be able to pull no shit like this off or whatever. But people wound up doing it. So it's like, yo, you know, they said she's going to stick with him too or whatever. Because play this. You know what I thought? In my mind, and I don't know if this is how he went home. He went home, she was like, how did you do this? Bitch, I told you I wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes you could just downplay shit like, look here. Look here, I fucked that bitch.
Wait,
I
she
got
said, they said that in real
that.
life? They said she was going to stay with him?
No, Nia Long's ex said she ain't gonna leave this nigga. She's gonna stick it out because he said
that
he
shit.
he kind of threw her a bone in him. She was like, nah. He kind of gave it a. She sticks it out. She's a stick it out type of person, or whatever. So he might have saved Udoka, and kind of was. He kind of gave Nia Long face to save if she does stay with him. Because you know what I'm saying, like that. Because it's easy to be like, yo, he cheated. I'm leaving.
Right.
It's the easy. That's the easy fix.
Yeah.
You got young boys, man. It's a whole family to take care of. It ain't just them two together.
You made a comment before too, years ago on another joint we had.
What's that?
The crazy thing is, it wasn't so much one word comment. It's what you was talking about. Nia Long will get thrashed by the black community.
Oh yeah.
If she stays.
Mm.
Who killed Hillary?
Right.
Who killed Hillary?
Nobody.
Nobody's killing Hillary.
Nobody.
It's a fact.
Clearly. Yep. Like, that didn't even get, no, point this. They didn't kill Hillary so much that the thought of her leaving kind of was not even on the table. It wasn't even on the table.
Damn.
You're not
Think about it. Had to bring you back. Think about it. Nobody, like this. Bill Clinton was the president of the United States.
Where you going? What's after that?
You see, first off, Coretta Scott, I don't believe that she, after Martin got killed at 39.
Right.
So she didn't have sex after that?
Right.
But for nobody?
Yeah, but she can't marry.
She can't fuck with nobody.
Right.
That's the only bad thing.
Yeah.
After King, you can't fuck with nobody else.
Who? Jesse Jackson? Al Sharpton?
This nigga is crazy.
You don't know Al Sharpton after you fuck with all this.
Nigga said Jesse Jackson. Al Sharpton.
No, I can see Al Sharpton because I can see Al Sharpton.
Yo, I cannot see Al Sharpton. What the fuck is going on?
Like, sister, I'm here for you.
Right there.
Like,
sweetheart, if you need anything,
I'm here for you.
I come at you humble.
But as long as it wasn't that goddamn Ralph Abernathy. I don't even, you know what's bad? Shout out to my Aunt Renee. I didn't personally have a beef with Abernathy until she described why she don't like. I'm like, damn, I don't like him even now.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Carpetbag.
Exactly like this. But I'm looking like, come on, after Coretta, Jesse was like, Coretta, I'm around. Just call me up when you need time.
Hey, yo.
I am somebody.
Yo.
You want to talk to anybody? Call me right now.
Who else ain't mess with nobody else? Malcolm's widow.
Yeah, she didn't
Betty.
She
didn't that, you know how powerful you gotta be? And I'm gonna keep them on one. You know how powerful you gotta be to mess with somebody, be married, and she can't even mess with nobody else.
Damn.
Tell somebody else.
Think how crazy that sound.
That's weird. That's wild.
They can't even really deal with somebody else because forever, first off, as a guy, you got to be on a different level of strength. I'm not saying it's not past that, but I dealt with a chick for a split second that was messing with a certain rapper. I'm gonna tell you off air because I don't appear clout chasing, and I felt a little like, damn, I ain't enough or this, that, and the third because this person was successful. I didn't think they were super duper successful at the time, but they were good.
Enough, right?
They ain't working on 9 to 5 like me at the time.
Right.
I knew who I was. I knew what I brought to the table. I knew how to move and stuff, and she liked me and stuff. But I think what messed up the little relationship, it was me and my insecurity with it. Now, you know what I'm saying, like that. And that's something that people got to be honest about. You see what I'm saying, like that. Like, you ain't messing with Juanita Jordan right after Mike.
Can't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of shit.
You gotta wear tennis shoes.
Savannah ain't going nowhere.
You can't wear
You can't wear tennis. You gotta be just like straight wingtips. And like, you can't play sports.
Exactly.
If you're Juanita's next man, like, you just gotta be like just
Computer
a scientist or some shit. Because you can't do anything athletic. Like, 'cause as soon as you shoot a trash ball into the can, it's like, oh, you missed that.
Look at this nigga form.
Look
at this nigga's form.
It's crazy.
This nigga don't even rise to the occasion.
I'm gonna need you to fade away.
Hold up. I'm gonna tell you who did start messing with other people though.
Who?
That damn Eddie Murphy ex-wife.
You know what she did?
Cole Murphy.
She went and got Michael Strahan, right? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She was messing with him for a minute.
Yeah.
She's messing with him for a
She
minute.
did become his girl at that point.
You see what I'm saying? So it can happen.
Ain't that? Oh shit, that's Eddie Murphy. That's Eddie Murphy, old girl too, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but comedians a little different.
Yeah.
Comedians a little different. And
She was bad as shit.
she's
bad.
well, that's your job is to stay in shape.
Right.
That's it. That's your job. You making that kind
Yeah.
of money and stuff. So you stay in shape. But it's just like, yo, does that work reversed?
No.
Does that work reversed? They don't work reversed.
Nigga, you
Niggas
gotta
is
get
gonna mess
money.
with who they want to mess with. Nothing's gonna lock it down. Cause I don't know who the hell Kevin Federline is messing with.
No, it's a because if a famous dude is just messing with multiple chicks, it's just a famous dude messing with multiple chicks.
Yeah, but if you up here, cause Savannah ain't going nowhere.
Right.
She can't.
Yeah. Where's she going? You can't mess with no other what? Who? Like that's the same thing with Jordan. Like you can't be no athlete. What you doing?
Damn, yo.
LeBron?
You can't be on nothing. It's because LeBron, like he like a athlete, social justice.
You can't be no lawyer. Like oh well, my.
You just need. Oh, you need like hair.
Nigga said you can't do this. Tell him
What nigga?
Tell him you want them shit.
Came here, sit to flop your jacket and shake your hand, nigga.
Hey yo, yo.